everybody, and welcome back to Afternoon Brew with the Crew. This is episode 2. I'm your boy, Steven. I'm here with my guys. Guys, say hi.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
Alright, we got Cristian,
Yo.
Ivan,
Hey.
we got Edwin,
What's up?
and we got Alejandro. Say hi, bro.
What's up?
Alright, so you guys remember Ivan and Cristian, right? But these other guys are brand new. Alright, so,
Hell yeah, squeaky clean.
yeah. Alright, so let's introduce you guys. Edwin, who are you, bro? Who are you?
Well, I'm a guy.
Wow.
My name is Net of the Dead, as I go by. My occupation is that I'm currently trying to be a voice actor, and I just work. I just work part time for normal shit.
Yeah, be like that. Be like that.
Yeah, and I'm currently majoring in school as a theater arts major.
Pretty unique, pretty unique. All right, so like, how did I meet you actually?
Last I checked, I think it was like the first day of college because Christian and I were there, and then we also met up with you, and he introduced me to you, and you were a pretty chill person. So,
I think it was one of those things.
but we didn't.
I was going out, he was coming in, and then you happened to be in the vicinity or something like that.
Yeah.
Didn't I get you to sign up for the dancing club at one time?
Well, you forced me to.
Yeah.
You
Good
kind of
times.
just pushed me there, and I was just like, okay, fine, I guess I'm doing this.
Just to clarify for everyone listening, I did not join that dancing club. That's just not. That would not have ended well.
I mean, they taught me how to. They were trying to teach me how to like twerk and like move my hips and shit.
Sweet baby Jesus. Okay.
Yeah,
I feel bad for making you do that.
it was. I mean, it was fun, but at the same time, really embarrassing.
Yeah. Oh boy. Moving right along. What is your preferred brew, my friend?
I mean, various amounts of sodas as well as hot chocolate.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
And then what are some things that the good people at home can, maybe see from you in the near future?
Well, I am very hip into D&D. I am currently running and are a part of multiple different campaigns. As well as I'm also big into card games, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Vanguard, and I'm also very much into swords, and have been since I was a child.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get a little bit into that D&D a little bit later today, but the rest of that stuff
Hell
sounds like
yeah.
wonderful, wonderful topics for the future. All right, moving right along, Alejandro, my friend, how are you today, sir?
I'm chilling, living my best life.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. So, how did I meet you, bro?
I think it was in high school.
Well, it was definitely in high school, but like,
Yeah.
when did we? Oh boy, I think we started actually hanging out more. Like, I knew who you were, but like, we actually started hanging out.
Sophomore year, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, sophomore year, I was depressed and didn't really talk to anyone. So I think we met each other freshman year, and then we started hanging out more like junior year, just because we both did track, and then that just kind of
God, yeah.
spilled over into everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So what is like your favorite brew when you're hanging with the crew?
I don't know. Some iced latte.
You disgust me. Hot coffee is the only kind of coffee that's acceptable here.
It could be or without ice. Doesn't really matter.
You disgust me. Anyway, what are some things that the good people at home can expect to hear from you in episodes in the future?
Well, I play D&D as well, and play different various games like Call of Duty, mostly FPS games, first-person shooters. Yeah.
All right. Sounds like fun. All right. So, gentlemen, what are we drinking today? I'll go first. I have more stale K-Cups in a Star Wars mug, but this time, unlike last week, it's a dark roast, so it is ever so slightly more acceptable. Fabio, what you drinking, bro?
I'm drinking the OG apple juice in a box.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is the nostalgia hitting you real good? Oh yeah. Listen to that. Listen to that.
Listen to that. That nice crisp sip.
Sounds like getting bullied in elementary school. Christian, what you drinking, my friend?
Well, just like last episode, I'm rocking 2 drinks.
Love that. Love that.
First one is a nice brisk iced tea because I didn't have enough time to make a coffee. And the next one is a very, very nice Fever Tree branded ginger beer.
Interesting. Interesting.
The first sip is good, then the rest just makes you wanna. Well, I'll let you fill in the rest.
It's kind of like college.
See, you get it.
I'm doing something similar today because I only made a small cup of coffee because it's kind of late on a Saturday evening. I got myself some Mucho Mango Arizona iced tea.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh yeah, Ivan,
Oh yeah.
my friend.
Yes,
How are you? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking warm milk in a Mario mug.
I have the utmost respect for you.
Question though. Question. Is
Yes,
this Mario mug like a 3D Mario or is it just like Mario on the side of a normal mug?
it's actually Mario and the rest of the crew in like it's like old drawing style of them
I like
or
that.
something like that.
I like that a
Yeah.
lot.
Classic styled Mario and his crew together on my mug drinking milk.
You love to see it. You love to see it. And Edwin, last but not least, what are you drinking?
I haven't had time to make anything interesting, so I've just been drinking water. But guess what mug I'm drinking out of?
What mug?
My sugar gay mug.
Sugar gay?
I heard
Yep.
sugar gay too, bro.
No, you heard correctly.
Yes.
I have to ask,
Oh.
what is sugar gay?
Oh, you need to know the full context. Okay, so have you ever heard of the band Sugar Ray?
No, what do they sing?
Well, it's like, I don't know, it was some like pop band or rock-ish band back in the day, back in the it's like late 90s, early 2000s. I don't know much of the band. But the funny part is that the lead singer Mark McGrath freaking he got into an altercation with a kid because the kid made a joke which was instead of calling the band Sugar Ray, it was Sugar Gay. So Mark got absolutely triggered, completely harassed the kid, and just he just became an absolute psycho for
Oh
like
my God.
20 minutes.
That is a fantastic backstory.
And his insults to the kid just got gayer and gayer. He went from like I'll beat the fuck out of you to I'll beat your dick, I'll tweeze your nipples.
Oh my God.
Oh
Yeah.
boy. Oh, so we're getting into like, oh boy, yikes. Alright, I need to find that video later just for research.
Oh, I'll send you a link.
Thank you, much appreciated. Alright, moving right along from the sugar gay. Alright, so today I wanted to talk to you guys a little about D&D. We're all in the same D&D campaign. And our
Yeah.
lovely DM, Mr. Net of the Dead, aka
Hello.
aka the Great Schmuck.
The great old schmuck.
Great old
Short
schmuck. My friend, I want to talk to you today, to begin at least, with how you kind of built your worlds and stuff. Like, walk me through that whole process.
Well, it's usually I just like think of a world and I kind of set my world with a bit of a theme or multiple different themes. So like with our current D&D campaign that we're in, Shadows of Adria, I wanted a theme of sort of Norse versus old like Dark Age gods versus like newer medieval Renaissance kind of god sort of theming there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I did because like most of the gods are kind of like old, like based off of like Norse slash weird gods. Rosar, who is the leader of the pantheon, is also kind of based off of more like Christian gods and stuff like that.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
And I wanted like a combination of like a lot of the things that I like about fantasy. So I like werewolves, vampires, creatures of the night, old weird eldritch horrors, demons, clash between demons, angels, and gods. I also wanted some political stuff, mainly like with military shit going on, because in my world there are like 5 kingdoms and they're constantly like clashing and warring with each other.
Yeah. So is that where do you start with the gods? Or do you start with like what kind of villains and heroes you want to see in the world and kind of go from there?
I just start with like a general story of how I want things to play out, and then I go into like details of like the gods and the different kingdoms and stuff.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
So how do you plan out the encounters then that we kind of go up against?
I sort of have like the main encounters that I have in my head that are part of the main questline story, and then every now and then I'll just come up with like a little side thing that you guys stumble upon every now and then.
Like
Yeah.
like the random werewolves that aren't really werewolves in the middle
Oh
of the
no,
night.
oh no, that's part of the main encounter. That
Oh, I
that's
see.
that's
Oh yeah,
that's a
that
main questline thing.
makes sense. Makes that is pretty story
Yeah, but
driven.
yeah, and sometimes like off the top of my head, I'll just like throw in an encounter like, oh, you guys fight a bunch of bandits on the way over to the next town,
I see.
or you guys meet a fairy and the fairy is being a dick to you.
My character is definitely gonna be the one to chop its wings off and feed it to a Mira's dog. But
Probably.
so yeah,
Nice.
there's how many people in the campaign? There's like 7 of us, right? 6 or 7, something like that.
Yeah, around that.
So we got 3 of us in the call, and then you, Mr. Schmuck, play your own character in your own campaign, Mr. Alistair Gehrman, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Alistair Gearman. I also have I've been thinking about bringing in like other characters that I've played in different D&D campaigns. Like you've seen, I play as well Heathrin Leafwood, though you haven't seen much of him yet.
Yeah, he's really cool though. He's got a mimic sword that can talk and go on fire
Yeah.
and everything. It's very cool. All right, so I guess let's talk a little bit about our campaign then. So let's kind of go through each of our characters. Handro, you want to go first?
Well, okay. I'm a my I'm a barbarian. His name's Fabio. Fabio the Great. And yeah, he acts very dumb and
Would you say that's an example of art imitating life?
hey, hey, yo,
Got him.
Damn.
Bro,
damn.
I was holding in my laughter, bro.
Oh boy.
Damn,
Alright.
why you gotta do my man's like that?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He said it himself too. So it's like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. He said it himself too. He's
Yeah.
dumb.
Damn,
So it's
that's
like-
crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, he's very much like the jock barbarian kind of guy. All right, Christian, moving on to you. Let's talk about Moses.
Ah, yes, Moses Alexander. He is a tiefling monk who's gonna be multi-classing pretty
Ooh.
soon.
Ooh, I didn't know this. What are we
Yeah.
classing with?
You're just gonna have to wait and find out.
Oh boy, stay tuned.
It's something that I've been working on and I have been working with him about going
Oh!
into.
That's awesome. I am very excited. Okay, I'm very excited.
Like I said off screen, I had created 2 subclasses for the main classes in D&D, and I will be creating more.
Love that. I love, dude. Some of those homebrew stuff on D&D Beyond and like other websites. Some of those homebrews are really cool. Like the Plague Doctor. I think it's like a cleric class. Looks so.
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Um.
I think like the problem with homebrew is that like it's very common for people to try to make the subclasses overpowered. So, advice for people making homebrew: try to think of some ways to like, at the very least, create a powerful ability with drawbacks.
Yeah. Exactly. But what's a little bit of Moses's backstory?
Well, a little bit about his backstory is his mother was a powerful mage, I think warlock.
You don't know.
I'm not 100% sure on that. I was working with Edwin on the backstory. And his father was a demon. Don't know how powerful or what kind, just a demon.
Love that.
The character himself is partially based off of me. This is something I do with all my D&D characters, where I take a piece of my own personality and put that into the character.
So, since Moses punches everything he comes across, would you say you enjoy punching things? Is that the little bit of you that you put in?
Yeah, I definitely do enjoy getting a good old punch in on a couple objects.
Love that.
Um,
Like unlock doors as you did in the last campaign.
Hey, I only did what the people asked.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. All right, Ivan. Moving on to you, my friend.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your character.
My character is a rogue, and his name is Nasa Ekriab. He is a
All right.
random person who strolled in and joined in with the crew. He's a hothead. He loves his alcohol. What?
I said you could say that again.
Yeah, no, he's really pissed, and like he has like a grudge against like Scottish people, which well his story will be shown the more as the sessions go.
Well,
Yeah.
would you like to give us
So
a
it's
little
one
bit
of our-
about the lore behind the name?
It was a simple word flip. Nasa Ekriab is actually boy rice Asian. Just flip backwards.
Oh,
Because like I was like when I was making the name, I was like this like hilariously sounds mythical. Like this sounds like it could be like a legitimate name in like a fantasy piece of entertainment. Like so I stuck with it.
yeah. Oh man.
And then when I told these guys like the truth behind the name, they just started dying.
Oh, dude, it took me a minute at first, but that was that was amazing.
That was just
All right.
Brain meats, yeah.
more like NASA excrement. Ooh.
Oh,
What?
yikes. All right.
Wow.
My guy, my character is a dragonborn paladin named Nargul Nemonis. His backstory is kind of like he's a member of the Knights of Casador, from the Kingdom of Serosia.
I think that was the name.
Yeah.
I have to go back. I have to go back to my notes.
But he was on a outpost on like the outer edge where like the demons are, and he there was an attack by the demons. He got knocked out in the battle, and when he woke up, all of his friends, his commanders, everything were dead. And now he's an Oath of Vengeance paladin, so he's sworn an Oath of Vengeance on these demons, and he plans to go back and exact his revenge on every single one of them. So that's kind of his thing. So Edwin, do you want to tell us a little bit more about Gehrman?
Oh yeah. I don't know if I'll be spoiling this or not, but Gehrman, he's a very jaded sort of character. He's a half-elf blood hunter. For those of you who don't know, blood hunters are a custom class developed by Matt Mercer himself. And you can find the class over at D&D Beyond if you have accounts there. So if you want to make that kind of character, blood hunters mainly work with blood magic. They're sort of like slightly more concise rangers in the sense. They're very big into monster hunting and fighting demons and people like that. Gehrman himself, like I said, he's a very jaded character. He went through a very horrible past. He was a knight at one kingdom. Not going to mention which one because that'll be spoilers. And he was fated to protect the princess. And now the story that everybody knows is that something happened to the princess and he was unable to stop it, and he was blamed for the princess's death. So he was exiled from his kingdom and forced to take up a job as a mercenary.
And
It's one hardcore origin story.
let's also not forget that Gehrman has become Narg's surrogate dad because for some reason it just
Yeah,
so
and-
happens that his character has daddy issues.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
relationship is very one-sided.
Yes, I'm very much aware. But basically, I think my dad was a dragon and he ate my mother when I was only 4 years old, and I was taken into custody by the kingdom.
Oh.
Oh,
Now
boy.
that's
mean-
an origin story.
Yeah, no, that's a hardcore origin story.
That's rough, buddy.
Watched his mother get eaten. All his friends died on the outpost. It's a real. He's got
Yeah,
homeboy just
And
needs a hug.
you still have yet to find the person who killed all your friends.
Yeah. When that happens, I'm gonna be very excited because hopefully it'll be very powered up and very killy. I also have a
But hey,
boomerang
but-
axe, which is amazing.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at the bright side at least. At least with that sad backstory, at least your character found a surrogate dad and a new group of friends to watch die in the future.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
oh my
How could
god!
do me like that? That's crazy.
Hey,
Yo.
the opportunity was there. I had to take it.
That's wild.
You
Alright.
did
actually
take
have
the
to-
opportunity.
I have to actually make the stats for your personal villain because while he is like he was a part of the D&D original cartoon, but I don't think there's stats for him in the actual books. I don't even think he exists in the books.
Oh boy. Should I be afraid?
Yeah, he probably should be.
Oh boy. I'm
I
gonna,
mean, he was a bit of a Skeletor-ish villain in the cartoon, but I'm gonna bump him up so that you can actually take him seriously.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh god. I don't want to die. Alright, so should we do like a little recap about where we are in the campaign, and then we'll move on to how our little figurine obsessions.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
So
So let's just go with like the last couple of sessions from this month. So we met the queen of the kingdom of Felgram. Didn't
Yes.
we, boys?
Oh boy, yeah, we did. We did. Even you, you
Oh my
fully.
God.
Everyone except for me.
Yep.
That's true.
And
Unbeknownst,
me.
yeah.
Narg is an absolute simp.
Unbeknownst to our amazing DM, this this queen of Felgram is the perfect combination of both my ideal woman and my character's ideal woman, right? So like red hair, green eyes, strong jawbones. Her nickname is the Goddess of Victory for her feats on the battlefield. That, bro, you could not have made something any worse for yourself. If
You
I
really
was to call it.
salted over your
Is
creation.
Narg into feet too?
You
What?
really like feet,
Is
Steven.
Narg into her feet?
No.
It sounded like he was into her feet.
Yo, make that canon, Edwin.
Absolutely not.
Narg is into the queen's feet.
Listen,
Write it down.
listen.
Wants to be stepped on by
Flip
the
it and ship
queen's
it.
middle feet.
I said I wouldn't mind her choking me. Her feet are a bit much, but
Oh my god,
no,
that makes it better.
She's also an Asimar, which is like an angel.
Azamar.
Asimar, same thing.
Yeah, it's Azamars they're like a combination between like a demigod and an angel. They basically have an angel's form, but they're also children of gods.
Yeah. So it oh boy, if Nara can ever secure the bag, it's gonna be a good day.
I'm gonna tell you right now that's probably not gonna happen.
He said probably. That means there's a chance. Anyway.
Oh no, don't do
Better roll
it.
good.
Don't.
You miss 100% of
Elder
the shots you
Bear,
don't take. That's all I'm saying.
You got a point.
But yeah, so we met the queen, and then we set off on our next journey. We're on our way to go rid a town of these werewolf-like creatures, but werewolves don't actually exist as we know them in fantasy, so they're kind of like just walking angry dog people, right?
Well, it's basically werewolves aren't at the time of this campaign. Werewolves don't exist yet. They only just started manifesting and like becoming a plague to the world of Adria.
I see.
So they weren't naturally created, or the lycanthropy wasn't naturally created and didn't exist until now. So nobody knows what these creatures are.
But we do know is how to kill things. So that's what we're on our way to go do in a small town.
Yeah, your job is because people were realizing that the spread of werewolves was in this specific town, so you're going over to that town in Felgram to go not only try to do your best to kill as many of the werewolves as you can, but also to investigate and see what started lycanthropy.
Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, I don't know about you guys. I'm just eating up this fantasy stuff. I've been on such a fantasy kick lately.
Hell yeah, dude.
But yeah, so last place we left off was we actually just beat some night hags in the middle of a bog on the way to this town.
Yep.
Well, we didn't really beat them. We fought them.
No,
and
they. Yeah.
just kind of noped out of there halfway through. We were beating up on them though. Anyway, moving on to all of our little obsessions that we've had recently. Ever since D&D really started, we got into painting miniatures for D&D and Warhammer.
Oh, wait,
and other
wait,
tabletop
Steve,
games.
Steve,
What?
Steve. Hold on, this is for Edwin. Edwin, yeah, no, if anyone's listening right now, if you guys want to catch up on like our current story, Edwin, you want to tell him?
Oh yeah, we have a. I have a Twitch channel over on Twitch.
Yeah.
My username's called Nightschmuck. Channel name's also the same name. So if you want to go over to Nightschmuck, we're actually going to be doing another session tomorrow at 8:30.
At the time of this recording, yeah.
Yeah, at the time of this recording, we might be starting at 9, depending on how many people show up on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys get to watch if Narg will secure the bag with Dad
With
or with the Queen.
the queen.
Narg will
With
be
that
taking
queen.
a sick day because his girlfriend's birthday is tomorrow, but I'll be there in spirit.
All right,
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
Spirited Away.
Fantastic movie, by the way. Spirited Away. But
I've never seen it though.
you haven't seen Spirit, okay?
Bruh.
Yeah.
You're gonna watch.
seen,
it.
like,
We're
some
gonna
of
talk
the-
about it on another episode.
Yes.
Where was I?
Yeah, that's gonna be a date night with the girlfriend.
Oh yeah. But so we'll have your Twitch channel linked in the description. If everyone can
Hell yeah.
give Homeboy a follow, that would be much appreciated. But yeah, back to our little obsession with miniatures. Who wants to start off with this? With the whole how the miniature craze started.
I guess I can take it away since I think it was me who got you both into it.
Yeah,
It's
you
your
were the
fault.
dealer.
I'm joking.
Yeah, yeah. I'm their back alley miniature dealer.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll take it away. So this all started during winter break of, I guess 2020 into 2021 would be the proper thing, but me and my one friend wanted to get into Warhammer, and yeah, because with Warhammer miniatures you got to paint them, and we're also heavily into 3D printing. Oh, sorry.
Real quick, let's tell the people what Warhammer is if you don't know. Basically, it's just a giant tabletop war game. So you have like this giant table. You have miniatures and everything is based on like an inches system, and then you do damage with dice, and everything has health points and stuff like that, right? Pretty much. Is that like a
Basically
2-second description?
Yeah, and it very lore heavy.
So much.
So-
So much.
Oh yeah, no.
When we learn
It-
it, eventually, we'll have a podcast discussing that. That's a whole
Hell yeah.
whole bucket of worms.
Oh yeah, but it's worth it. It's for the most part pretty well written. But no, where was I? Right. So me and him were getting into Warhammer, and we were both already heavily into 3D printing. So I guess the two worlds kind of melded,
Yeah.
and we started printing out miniatures. But we're like, you know what? This is bland in just one color. Let's paint them up. Let's make them look nice and pretty, just to then sit on a shelf forever.
Oh boy.
And next thing you know, bada bing, bada boom, I get Ivan and Steven into it, and it is now a major addiction with each of us having a bunch of miniatures.
You know, it's a new hobby I never thought I'd get into, and I love it.
Yeah, this guy used to
I'm
be a
so good.
cartoonist. Now he's a cartoonist plus miniature painter. It's like a
Plus
whole,
so many other things, but it's just added to my gauntlet.
Yeah, you got like the you add another stone to the infinity gauntlet of art.
Miniature
Talent gauntlet.
dueling. What else do you gotta get
Hmm.
to complete the gauntlet?
I don't know. It depends on what else I can do.
3D modeling.
We will find it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm on the other end of the spectrum.
I'm just on the spectrum, if that makes sense. But so But yeah, so Ivan and I were going hiking all through winter break, and it turns out every time we went up to the mountain to go hiking, we were going right past the hobby shop that Christian got us into, which is weird stroke of fate right there. But we would like on the way back sometimes we'd stop by and picked up paints. They had they had little 2 packs of pre-primed miniatures for like $5, so it was very easy to load up on those pretty quickly. But yeah, so I've painted about 5 or 6 of them so far. I need to get back into it. Just school's gotten in the way. But like Christian, Edwin, Ivan, how many of you guys been painting?
Well, I haven't gotten myself Warhammer stuff because I'm totally addicted to Gundam model kits.
I see.
So, but I've been painting those too.
How long you been painting?
Depending on how. I mean, probably like a couple months because mostly I've just been buying and building them. But then like depending on how the Gundam looks, I'm like, I want to customize this and make it more my own. So I got a bunch of paint and I started painting some of the Gundams.
I see.
It is a bit of a process.
Do you use the same paints that we do for our miniatures, or?
I don't think so because I use Tester's paint.
Oh yeah, that is a type you can use on miniatures.
Yeah.
It's good for just all around.
I see.
Yeah.
Now Christian, how many have you done so far?
Well, oh, hold up. Here we go.
We might put some pictures in of some of our finer creations, I guess.
Rough estimate from what I can see in front of me is around 23.
I see.
And I have
so many more than I have.
2, and I have 2 in the process of being painted.
Love that. So you're able to do multiple at the same time.
Yeah, no, that's how I do it because some of them require similar colors, so I feel it's easier to just knock 2 birds with 1 stone.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, all the painting videos I've seen for Warhammer say if you're gonna do an army, do them as a batch.
And that is definitely a very, very good thing to do.
Ivan, how many have you done?
Well, I have a lot on here, but a majority of them are still not painted. But for the hobby, I have 2 left from there that I need to paint. So then I can jump on the 3D printed ones that were made from my good friend Cristian. Yeah, and they look really good.
Yeah.
But like with school and all, like it's been getting in the way of like sort of getting to painting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most of the miniatures, and also just like other stuff like YouTube and just like any other things personal.
The grind.
Yeah.
The grind in general is getting in the way. But yeah. So
Basically.
Christian, since we've kind of gone through all of our, after we started running out of stuff to get from the hobby shop, you have a wonderful resin 3D printer. So for anyone who wants to print small things, resin I think is honestly the way to go.
It really is. Plus, the resin printers have become so much more affordable for basically everyone.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because I mean, like I have minis printed from both. Because the school has a regular 3D printer. It's a Prusa i3. And I'm actually looking at my Manticore I got from them, and by and large it looks good. There's a little bit of layer shifting, but like the small details, like the mouth just looks terrible on this thing. Meanwhile, the print I got from you of Nargul, it looks fantastic. Like all the tiny details are just crystal clear HD. So
Thank you, good sir.
yeah, so resin is definitely the way to go for that. And then after that, it's just a matter of priming and putting some colors on. Fabio, I feel bad. We've been talking about minis this whole time.
Yeah. I have one because Christian got me one.
Yeah.
Maybe mine, but I haven't really gotten to paint him, so he's still gray.
Yeah, we haven't inducted you into the cult yet.
We'll work on it.
At least I haven't broken it compared to some people.
Listen, it was an accident. I was holding.
That's what they always say.
my guy has an axe, and I was holding it up like on with my hand to show my brother, and then he almost fell. Right, so to stop him from falling, I tried to grab him, and when I tried to grab him, I grabbed his axe, and the axe kind of maybe possibly fell off because I grabbed it too hard. Maybe possibly, you know.
Maybe.
So yeah, we're at like how close are we here? Yeah, we're at like 36. We can start talking about music now. Just want to give you guys some music to get you through the week. Tell you guys what I've been listening to recently. Now, Ivan, you've heard all of these songs. You can attest that they are the vibes are heavenly, right?
Yes. No. 100%. I am like I am like the food tester. Instead of food, put music over it. Whenever Steven like shows them to me,
Yeah.
they are a godsend, dude.
Yeah.
Like
so
I vibe with all.
Yeah, so I'm a trumpet player, so I'm a sucker for some good trumpet lines in a song. And
Ooh.
the edit to Ladyfingers by Funding Secured and Laura James hits different. I've actually been learning. It is a song that has got me to start playing trumpet again, which I didn't think was going to happen, but here we are.
Yo, Steven.
What's up?
You want a song with some good trumpet lines?
Shoot me. Shoot.
Look
Don't shoot me.
look for Dr. Sunshine by I think it was like Will Wood and the Tapeworms.
Dr. Sunshine, you say?
Yes. I think it was like Dr. Sunshine is Dead or something like that. My girlfriend showed me that. It's a great song.
Bibbidi bobbidi bet, my guy. Yeah, so that is just a heavenly song. It's actually really it's got a really nice trumpet line to it. The next what we got Bound 2 by Kanye West. I don't know why. It's definitely a different vibe, but it's a vibe nonetheless. I'm not really a big rap guy, but that one hits different. And then the last one I'm going to recommend for this week is going to be called Hallucinogenics by Matt Mason. Ivan, you've heard this one, right? I've showed this one to you before.
I think so.
Resident food tester, man.
It was spicy. Very good. Very good. Yeah. No.
Very nice.
And then like two more, just in case you're feeling down this week. I gotta say, "Alive in Heaven" by Khalid, on his album Free Spirit. Those two songs kind of get me through the sad boy hours, right there. But yeah, those are the songs that are gonna get you through the week. Podcast approved, I guess. You got the stamp of approval.
Thumbs up of approval that these songs are a bop.
And I guess with that, we'll start taking it out. So thank you everyone for listening. It's been a pleasure having you here, guys. Would you like to say any parting words before we head out?
I guess take care and stay tuned for the next episode.
Yeah, definitely look forward to that. Just like episode 1, this next one is going to be an hell of an episode.
Yeah.
This next one is going to be episode 3.
Wow.
Tres.
Y'all some rocket scientists.
leches.
Oh boy. Y'all some real rocket scientists in here. For real.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know it.
So smart.
I didn't know you guys can count.
Says Fabio.
Uno.
It was a calculated risk, and I'm bad at math.
2.
Actually, same. Andre, are you doing the count?
Yeah, from Dracula.
Oh my god, Handro.
Oh boy. Alright, so everyone remember to live a life worth talking about, just like we're trying to do here on the podcast every weekend. Have a good one. Bye bye.
See ya.
Later.